Hello everyone, it is good to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. I see my apron is a little crooked. Oh well, you guys are used to me being crooked and out of sorts and not knowing what I'm doing in the kitchen. But tonight, I do know what I'm doing because I've had this recipe before and it is delicious, easy, hardly any ingredients. It's cheap to make. Chicken is the best meat because it is so cheap. Anyway, that is the way it is in my house. And it has lower calories than beef. So if you're trying to watch your weight, chicken is good. Now, if we add all this barbecue sauce, it's not as good as far as health-wise with the pineapples. I guess bacon wouldn't be classified as a health food, but it is a good food. So what you're going to need for this recipe, which is pineapple barbecue baked chicken breast, you're going to need 4 to 6 chicken breasts, 2 cups of pineapple chunks. I just used a can of pineapple chunks and it's in pineapple juice, it's not in syrup. And it's a 20-ounce can, just drain it, and that'll be equivalent to about 2 cups. You're going to need 6 bacon strips cooked. It called for 4, but I'm adding 6. I just did these in the air fryer. Great thing is when we do it in the air fryer, your bacon isn't laying in a pile of grease. So it does save on a few calories that way. Just do it in the air fryer. I think mine took about 8-10 minutes. I did it on dual though because I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room. So depends on your air fryer, what temperature you bake it at. You are going to need 1.5 cups of barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's is what I'm using, which will be equivalent to about an 18-ounce bottle. So 1.5, as you can see, I've splattered it because I tried to get the last little bit out of the bottle. And 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. If you want a little pizzazz, you can add 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. I, of course, will be passing on that. I don't like my food hot, but if you do, go for it. So what I'm going to do first is my chicken breasts are rather huge. I'm going to put them on a piece of parchment paper. I'm going to trim off some of the fat, get rid of a little bit of the gristle, and then I'm going to put another piece of parchment paper on top, and I'm just going to beat them a little bit, kind of make them the even size, and then I'm going to cut them into smaller sections. So I'll have 6 smaller chicken breasts because nobody needs this much meat in one serving. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 375. If I've already told you to do that, just ignore me. Yep, that makes them a lot thinner. It won't take as long. They'll be a little more tender. Next, in a bowl, combine your barbecue sauce, which is 1.5 cups or an 18-ounce bottle. I am using Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar. I am using 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Can't have enough brown sugar. And at that point, you're supposed to put your hot sauce, if you're using any, 1 teaspoon in here and mix it all together. Put a thin layer at the bottom. Don't use it all, just do a thin layer. And let's go ahead and put our chicken in there. I'm using a 9 by 13 pan. And this is a little over 2 pounds of chicken. And it's boneless chicken breast. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. Go ahead and add a little salt and pepper if you like to the chicken. Now, if you do not have bite-sized pineapples in a jar and you just have pineapples, just cut it into bite-sized chunks. So we're going to go ahead and add these to the baking dish. Make sure it's drained. I still see a little bit of juice in here, so I'm going to shake it off. Try to have every piece with a little pineapple on top. Then let's just crumble our bacon. Not too small, but just sprinkle it over. And then what you're going to do is pour the rest of the barbecue sauce. Well, I'm going to scoop it out and make sure I get it on every chicken breast. Now, if you want to add a little more barbecue sauce, go for it. A little more sugar, a little more bacon, more pineapples, whatever you want to do. This is just to give you ideas of what you can do and how easy it is. I'll stir this up once it bakes and turns into a juicy sauce. Go ahead and put it in the oven for about 35 minutes at 375 degrees, and you're going to bake this uncovered. Well, mine has reached a temperature of 165. What you'll want to do is stir it up a little bit and get some of the sauce here on it. Kind of turned into a saucy broth. Make sure you have pineapples and bacon on each piece of chicken. Douglas, are you going to join us today, or would you prefer to be off camera?
I'm pretty scungy looking, so maybe I'll just stay back here.
Doug's been working outside, mowing, all kinds of stuff he's been doing. But this will be a big, healthy piece for you.
Looks good.
Yeah. There's a lot of times you're behind the scenes, huh, Doug?
That's where I flourish.
What's that?
That's where I flourish.
You flourish behind the scenes. Okay. I'll tell you what, Doug, if you sit here, you won't be in the camera. You won't. Nobody will see you. They'll just see those magical hands of yours eating some food.
Where's the peas?
The peas. Sorry, Doug. No peas today. So I will try this and let you know what I think, even though I've had it before and I really like it. It's good because there's actually no flavor to the chicken. So all of your flavor comes from the barbecue sauce, the pineapples, the bacon. That's why it's so important that you have some of that with your chicken. So make sure, put a little extra sauce on it.
Nice and tender.
Yeah, it's nice and tender if you don't overcook it. I smacked it around a little bit with the, whatchamacallit. Tell me what it's called, Doug.
Tenderizer.
Well, the mallet.
Mallet.
The meat mallet. So Doug, you take a bite and let me know what you think. Make sure you have barbecue sauce or bacon or pineapples on it.
You think of me every time you use that mallet, don't you?
I do indeed.
Yeah.
It's also good the next day because it has time to soak in the juices. Make yourself a few microwavable dishes to have the next day.
Very good.
All right. So I think you will like the pineapple barbecued baked chicken. So have a great day, everyone, and I hope to see you real soon.